Okay, Mom.
Hello, everyone. We are live. Let's get some posts done here. So we're just about a couple minutes late, but that's okay. We're going to get some few things hooked up here. If you're watching, let us know where you're from and who you are.
Yay, we are here. We're live.
Hello, everyone. Let's get some posts on here.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I hear my phone going ding, 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 ding.
I try to go live onto this thing and it's like making this weird song.
Don't do that. We've got 2 people watching. Probably me and you. We'll have, we're up to 4 now. Just waiting for a few things here.
Hello, James, you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, did you hear that music?
I couldn't hear it over the voices in my head.
Okay, then that's good. Then it never happened.
Good, depending who you talk to.
I know, right? It's
all
just
right.
crazy.
Let me get up so I can see the live feed as we get set up here.
My mom ran into the other room so she could watch.
Gotcha. She just can't sit there and watch live.
No, she can't watch it live. She wants to watch it on Facebook. It's so cute.
How'd you like it watching on Facebook?
It was pretty cool watching it on Facebook. I definitely had a lot more fun than having to do it all having to do all the work.
Gotcha.
That was definitely nice. I enjoyed that part.
Getting a few posts done here.
Let's see. I'm gonna wants to watch it on Facebook. See, there's my voice again. Okay, share. So hey everyone, share our the link to this event on your Facebook page and tell people to watch, because this is definitely a fun thing that we do every Friday night, and we do it for everyone's pure enjoyment.
Every Friday night. We've been doing this every Friday night since April 24th.
Even through thick and thin, we're doing it every Friday night.
And thin and thick. Our show is taste filling, less great. No, wait, taste filling, less, wait. Taste great, less filling. Does anybody recognize that?
Let's see. Is it from Oreos?
No, it's from Budweiser in the 1980s.
I know, just
This is
giving
their slogan.
you a hard time. Oh my gosh.
I just remember that from the other day, and I was like, I remember this thing where people are at a high school football game and they start yelling taste filling, less great between what the other team and the other team, home team and the visiting team. It kind of stuck with me thinking that's pretty funny right there.
Well, everyone, this is going to be a really great show because we have a young entrepreneur who is doing she's an Indigenous entrepreneur who is a really amazing business that she's been doing. So this is like, seriously, you guys got to watch this. This will be very entertaining and very informational.
Informative. Hello, Wendy Scott.
Wendy!
Yeah, it was Budweiser. Yep. Thanks, Wendy. Hello, Maya Jones. You're on. Thanks for sharing. I see Joanne John's on, and so is Savea is watching.
I am?
It says so.
I wonder if James is watching.
Nope. He's already asleep.
Yeah, I know.
He's counting fry bread sheep.
Yes, this is true. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm like working on sharing more and more and more. Hey, everyone.
Yep. I just got done with some shares.
Seriously, you want to share this because this is a really great, this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited about this show.
Oh, I just drank a root beer.
It sounded like you flushed a toilet.
Ooh, oh no, it's not like the Supreme Court.
It sounded like you did. It sounded like
no, I was drinking a little thing of root beer. I had to drink a lot of root beer and Pepsi for the show tonight. Everybody will explain later.
I know, right?
I had to buy a bunch of Pepsi because I needed empty Pepsi cans, And seriously, I'm out in front of a
Don't
skid.
say anything. Don't say anything.
Anything.
I told you. Come on.
All right. Well, anyway, Survey and I earlier this week, we swore each other to a pinky promise of a secret. And let me tell that is now too. How do you do a pinky promise over Zoom?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
How
All
do you
right.
do a pinky
Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Carrie Redhouse. Welcome. Carrie, it's her first night watching the show tonight. Awesome.
Share, share, share.
Hello, Wendy Hodge, who's watching. And Jennifer says hello from Alberta, Canada. Awesome.
What?
Hello from way the other end, where we do our show. We're like not far from the southern border of the United States. We are transcontinental.
We're on California, and we're in Missouri.
Yeah, last week we were on the east coast of Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Tonight, Canada again. If you can pass drinks, you can pinky swear. Wendy has been watching the show for a while. Because I said, how can you do a pinky promise? And she says we can pass drinks before. That is the miracle of television and video.
I'm going to have to kind of improvise.
Yep, Carol Ann's watching. Almost 10 o'clock.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's already time.
I know.
What the heck? Time just flies by so fast.
I know. It seems like 10 minutes was only 10 minutes ago.
I know. It's just so fast. I can't believe
I have to munch some of my Cracker Jacks. Everyone during the show, remember, obey the pickle.
What's that about?
Obey the pickle?
What's that about?
When we had Jar Jar Hypno Pickles a couple weeks ago.
Wait a second. You had Jar Jar Pickles on. I don't like him. What are you doing? You putting Jar Jar Pickles on the show when I'm not there?
Yeah, because you weren't watching the show, obviously.
Hi, Caroline. Let's see.
Anyway, one of the audience said, obey the pickle. Oh, I hate Jar Jar. Well, you weren't on the show. You're off doing Marvel Avenger things.
What?
You'll know later.
Okay.
It will be revealed to you at a later time. All right. It is 10 o'clock.
What? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
We ready for a countdown?
Let's do this. I'm ready.
All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Woo!
Everybody, before we start the show tonight, Savea kind of had to go to the side. She had to go get a drink of her fridge while the opening. She thinks the cold open's going, and the the cold open and the opening credits. So I want to take this short opportunity that Savea is back tonight. She wasn't able to be on the show in the last 2 Fridays, and as a lot of you are aware, we've been kind of making fun of Savea, when she wasn't here to, and she doesn't know about it. So let's please keep it our little secret, and not tell her about it, because we weren't laughing with her, we were laughing at her, but it was all in fun. But let's keep it our little secret, and don't tell her. Let's keep it, because if I'm going to do a secret, I might as well go for another one. Savea is a great person, but when you make her angry, you won't like her when she's angry. And yeah, I'm making a reference to the 1980s Hulk TV show. The reason being is that, Savea, she's a little bit of a temper. And I want to show you a picture of the show. I got a screenshot before the show. I want to show you. And this is why we want to really, not tell Savea about our antics the last couple of weeks. Especially we had a picture of her inside of, the Sistine Chapel. And let me show you a little screenshot right here. Let me set up on the laptop. This is why I don't want to make Savea angry. This is Hulk Savea, or Savea Hulk. And, she's smiling right there. She's magnanimous, but let's not bring out Surveyor Hulk tonight, okay? And so let me get back. We're going to start the opening credits of the show tonight so that she doesn't catch us doing this. But let's keep this our little secret too. Surveyor, that's your cue to come on.
What is that?
What? Hey, Surveyor, what is
that?
This Surveyor Hulk doing? This is supposed to be a photo.
What are you doing? You shouldn't be showing that.
Surveyor, you're supposed to be in the kitchen getting something to drink. Why are you doing back early?
What are you doing, James?
Apparently getting caught. Well, everybody, I just want you to know that from that picture, what you saw, Surveyor is going to be in Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, She-Hulk. I hope that saves me. Otherwise, okay, everybody, I'm going to start the show because apparently I need to go for a little. I need to kind of, and I'm kind of getting things here going. Okay, hold on, give me, delaying, and hi everybody. Let's make Surveyor smile and say nice things and just keep our little secret. You're ready, Surveyor? You ready to start a show?
Yeah, I guess we can start it now.
Okay, everybody, let's start the show. It's time for Late Night Craft Talk with hosts Surveyor Kamori Yang and James Hermes. This week's special guest, Emilie Mckinney from Anishinaabe Bimishimo. If you had a choice between eating cheesecake or watching Late Night Craft Talk, it looks like you're having cheesecake for breakfast. It's time to start the show. Come on, Surveyor. Come on. There's wait.
It's not letting me start my video. Oh, there we go.
And Surveyor's back with a purple background, not green. Hi, Surveyor. I don't mean anything by that.
Hi.
Okay,
oh my gosh,
everybody.
We're wearing matching tops.
Yes, we are.
Oh my gosh. Well, see.
At least it's not green.
Playing for this. This is
okay, everybody. Surveyor's back, and I miss Christy. Miss Christy, but Surveyor's back. I'm conflicted.
I don't know. Well, maybe Christy will come back very soon.
Very soon. We may see her in a few weeks. Yeah. All right. Okay, we got a little business to take care of from last week. So last week we asked everybody to like and share the Elk Rack Traders, Dancing Bear Indie Trader, as well as Sweetgrass and Cinnamon or Burl Tushkanig's business, and share the show. And we went through the list. We saw everybody posted done that did that, and we put your names in this magical cup. And you're going to get a mystery bag from tonight's winner. We get a mystery bag from Elk Rack Traders, and my lucky dragon from Christy's business, as well as
Christy's business, yes, and then our business, Dancing Bear.
Are you sure, Dancing Bear? Mm-hmm. So whoever watched last week, you get 3 mystery bags. All right, let's shake it up. Ready, Sabine?
Yeah, shake it.
Shake it up, shake it up, shake it good. Bring out a name. Shake it. Randomly picking here. And this week's winner is Scott Polanski. Congratulations, Scott.
Yay, Scott. Woo!
Hoorah. All right. Let me lay that over here. Okay. So I'd imagine that there's a backlog of activity we need to catch up on from Dancing Bear. Huge amounts, right? I heard that you cured cooties.
We were working on, well, there has been some setbacks on cooties. We have been working on a trial run of a different type of cure for bead shopping.
It's called more bead shopping, right?
Yeah. So we are doing the video. We're doing the video meetings, and we actually have had a lot of people do video meetings with us because we basically will hand walk you through the store. Right now, our store, we are closed to walk-ins, but what we've been doing is we're kind of following the guidelines for stage 3, and California rolled back to stage 2. So we're just kind of being a little cautious about that, but we're doing everything we can to help everyone shop and get the things they need, because I know a lot of people haven't been able to shop in person in a long time. And we're working on stuff. We've been adding things, and we actually are having some really awesome Facebook showcase showcases coming up, the ones we do live every Thursday at 2 p.m. We have a whole bunch of Diamond Dot kits coming in. We have a whole bunch of new greeting cards. We have a whole bunch of puzzles. We have a whole bunch of new things. And plus, we're working on our class schedule for the fall. So we have a lot of interesting things coming up very soon. And of course, you can always look on our group and in our Facebook page and get our coupon for the 15% off. So anyway,
Cool.
James, what's been going on with Elk Rack?
Well, other than saving the world and saving the world from asteroid collisions
every day.
Aliens from the eighth dimension, which is kind of our clandestine business operations, part of our business model, has been for years. Just haven't been able to get any Facebook Live videos. I want to do a couple a week, and I want to be able to do that any this week, just because I got a very large order from a few groups. I'll be working on a lot of craft videos. I'm coming up with more craft kits I had originally planned on that they requested. You have this? I said, yeah, it's something I just I'm expediting doing it. It's something I want to get done later in the in early fall to premiere, but they're expediting because so that's got me going for the next week. And I'll be putting out a lot of craft videos and do a lot of video editing. But that's what we've been doing. So I'm able to get much there because just, one person doing the job of 5, but love the heck out of it. And hoorah. With that, I think we actually have a little bit more leftover business from last week's show. Last week, we had our cold open where Christy and I were talking in German. And we actually had a few of our viewers send pictures to me of them making sauerkraut.
Wow.
And they were loving it. And our German viewers loved that we were eating sauerkraut and that we recognized it. But,
like, is so delicious, the sauerkraut. I'm washing it down with goodness.
Oh yeah, this was our faces eating sauerkraut. Okay, but with that, we had a group that was a little upset about our portrayal last week with recognizing our German viewers. Our French viewers felt a little left out. Yeah. And so we here at Late Night Craft Talk is because we do have an international audience. We do have viewers from France that routinely watch our show. And so we want to pay respects to Germany's neighbor to the west, France. And with this, we want to share our favorite things about France. Ready, Savea?
There are so many good things about France, let me tell you.
Okay, tell me when you're ready.
Okay, go for it.
All right, let me get it going. And we will share Savea's and my favorite things about France. And boom.
Oh, that was the first one. Oh, that was supposed to be the last one. Okay, so this is slide number 3 in the most, like the furthest out. The fact that
I can't count.
Yeah. Okay, so Disneyland Paris. You guys know about me, but I love Disney so much. And I know it sounds like blasphemy that everyone's like, oh my gosh, you're going to say Disneyland Paris? And there's so much other French things that are really French. But actually, Disneyland Paris is actually in the countryside, and they have really embraced a lot of the French culture in that park, which is really cool. So anyway, okay, go to the next slide, James.
Okay. Because, I count.
Yeah, he counts backwards.
The middle slide will be right. 3 and 1.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. These are a little different than the ones I sent you. Okay. Hold on a second. This one. Okay. So one of the things that I love about the French culture is they have a lot of amazing pastries and bakery items. And it was just so, I love croissants. I mean, those are so good for sandwiches, and the baguette, oh my gosh, fresh out of the oven with some cheese. Or actually, one thing that's really good is you put a chocolate bar in a French baguette and you put it in your bag, and you go out in the summer and whatever, and wrap it up in a bag. And then when you go to eat it, it's like melty chocolate inside a baguette. It's so delicious. Anyway, next slide.
Next slide.
Yes. Of course, the cheese, the fromage. They have so many delicious different cheeses. I love brie personally. Brie with some fresh French bread and just put it on there and just so good.
Is there anything like Brie Larson
No,
from Captain Marvel?
no.
Because I was her stunt double in the movie.
I never, I know that her name is the cheese, but I never really put the two together. Thinking about brie and thinking
Captain
about
Marvel likes Brie.
Yeah, could be.
Okay. So shall I share what about France?
You have the other one?
Other what?
No other one. There was artists.
No.
Okay, so let me tell you about the other thing is that the one thing that I really think was major about the French culture is they actually had a they had a whole movement of impressionism, and that was in the 1880s to 1890s. And from that impressionism group, you have Claude Monet, you have Manet, and one of my favorite ultimate artists is Van Gogh. And Van Gogh was a part of that group of impressionists from France, and in Paris during the whole movement. So that's one thing near and dear to my heart of what France has done for me, or what the culture has done for me. Okay, James, you ready? Go.
Yes. And I'm seeing a few more pictures here on the email that you sent me earlier.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I could, you know what? Let me share, because I can load it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all young too? That means if you want to.
Well, 1, 2, 1, 2. What? Yeah, let's in. I will do actually the easiest way to.
While she's doing that, I just want to say Vivian's watching now. Hello, Maya. And Wendy Hodge, she was one of the ones that sent me the picture of the sauerkraut, says, "Oh yeah, James, your sauerkraut's ready. It's week-old sauerkraut.
Nice.
It's fermenting."
Yes. Okay. I'm almost there. So I'm going to start my slideshow because I thought that this is what we're going to see. So where's this fit? Animation slideshow. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, while we're doing that, let me give another shout out to see if we can answer some questions here from anybody. While Savea's doing that, let me know when you're ready, Savea. Okay. Congrats, Scott. Yep, it's from Maya. I believe that's Scott's first time winning. That's the first time I've seen his name in any of our drawings. So while we're doing that, Maya says French macaroons.
Yes.
Or say what, macarons.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. Shall I go on?
Yes. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I'm ready to go. It'll be a second. Share screen. Okay, so this was my setup. And then let's see, click. So these are the impressionist paintings that I was going to show you guys. So this is Claude Monet. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you're not seeing a black thing. And then here is a Van Gogh painting that was actually done in Paris. So I thought that was kind of cool to share because these paintings are so gorgeous. And I just love Van Gogh. He's like one of my favorite artists. So.
Oh, yeah. All right. So let me show the parts for France that I particularly like. So to everyone, here's what we think of France. I'm kind of a little bit of history buff, so I'm going to bring out a little history right here. Here we have the Statue of Liberty. It was actually a gift from France.
This is true.
But at the same time, and France is kind of a very forward-looking country. I have many French customers, and they actually consider the United States a little young. And while they're a much older nation with more lessons, so they're actually able to predict some of Americans' future. And when the Statue of Liberty was presented, it's lesser known and definitely not seen. Kind of sister statue that came along was the statue of the triple deck hamburger, dripping with cheese and bacon. Mm-hmm. So also with this, we have the Louisiana Purchase, bought from France in the early 19th century. that more than doubled the size of the United States. Granted, a lot of the history there, it's a bit controversial, but what also came with the Louisiana Purchase was the Gerard Depardieu Purchase.
Wow, I didn't realize that was actually a purchase.
Yeah, I just want to put him in here because I just want to say Gerard Depardieu. And speaking with Gerard Depardieu, we also have fine French wines. An unknown brand that's said to be fine, that's definitely aging, is Le Mans Depardieu. And yes, this is his own vintage of wine, Gerard Depardieu, and that is his picture on the wine seal on the bottles.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. I had no idea.
I didn't know that till this afternoon till I was coming up with this bit.
Yeah.
And with that is some of the things we have about France. And you know what? A matter of fact, Emilie Mckinney is our guest who'll be on just the next couple minutes or minute. She's kind of got a French first name.
She does.
She does. So I think it might be time that we talk about France, that we bring on Emilie, shall we?
Yes, let's do it.
I'm thinking so. So everybody, Emilie, you're just a little early, but that's cool. Just stay on. Just stay on. We'll go ahead and bring in tonight's guest that you already saw is special guest Emilie Mckinney from Anishinaabe Bimishimo. And hello, Emilie.
Hi.
Hi.
Hola.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. My name's Emilie Mckinney, but you could also pronounce it as Emilie. Cool fact about me is that I speak English and French. Alors, bonjour. Comment ça va?
Ça va bien. Je vais bien.
Google Translate's not working quickly.
Je parle un peu français.
Just un peu.
Petit peu. Okay. Hey,
I'm going to join the conversation.
Hey.
You know what?
A lot of
I have
Irish speak too with the Irish language.
I have an uncle. And he only knows one word in French. And it's a swear word.
Does it start with M?
It starts with T.
All right. With that, I'm getting kind of hungry, y'all.
Hey, James, would you like some chips?
I would like some chips. Yes, let me reach over and grab some. Oh, here we go. Thank you much.
You know what's really good? If you dip it in ketchup.
What sense does that make to dip it in ketchup?
Ketchup chips. That's a Canadian thing where you dip chips in ketchup.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Let me try that. It's so
good. Here, try it. Here.
All right, let me get the chips here.
Here, pass me some too.
All right, I got it.
Pass me some ketchup.
We'll pretend there's ketchup on there.
There you go, Emilie.
I'm hiding with my hand because the ketchup's in the other room.
Can you get it? Here, it's reaching far to Canada. There you go. It's reaching. Can you get it?
I know you're reaching.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, good.
Ketchup chips.
It's so good. It's
the
really
best.
Good.
I'll say one thing. I'm gonna keep on munching these because I got the honey mustard lays.
Okay.
That's good. So those of you that have not seen us do the reach across the camera in a while, we hope to be satisfied. We abide. So
it's so good.
Let's go.
This is très bien, which I agree. It's pretty good.
I'll try it later.
I've never put ketchup on chips until today.
Sometimes the entire chip is full of ketchup.
Wow. Don't they make chips that have ketchup on them already so you don't have to ketchup dip them?
I mean, yeah, but what's the point of that? This is more fun this way.
I'm eating Cracker Jacks all of a sudden.
Yum.
All right. With that, Emilie, you want to start the first question here?
So tell us about jingle dancing. Tell us about your company, actually. How'd you start?
So as some may know, some may not, I am the owner and founder of Anishinaabe Bimishimo. Anishinaabe Bimishimo translates to the people that dance, or the people like people dance beside you. So usually when you're dancing at a powwow, you're dancing with people, you're dancing for the people who can't dance. And also when you're dancing with the people, you're also dancing with the people who aren't there, right? Who are gone to the spirit world, but are still with you. So at the age of 16, I wanted to make myself a jingle dress, right? The nearest person that I got my jingles from, he retired of old age. So we went to the next best person, which was a trading post located about an hour and a half away from here. So we went there to Winnipeg, and they were $45 a bag. Typically, wow, right, you need about 3 bags of jingles to make a dress, right? So if you do the quick math, it was expensive. On top of that, still had to pay the fabric, the bias tape, the zipper, the thread, the ribbons. So it ended up costing me over $300 just for a dress. And I still had to make it, right? So on the way back, no service in Manitoba, right? If you've ever been to Manitoba, you know there is no service. So on the way back, I'm bored, right? So I'm looking at the things that I buy, and then I realize that these cones are made in Taiwan. And to me, it's kind of ironic, kind of insulting, just kind of like weird. Yeah, basically insulting and ironic how, such a sacred healing object as the jingles represent healing, such a sacred healing object to be made in Taiwan. And then I did a little bit more research about it too. And it's the same people that, make fake tomahawks and fake headdresses and those powwow princess Halloween costumes. And I just thought that...
well, you just hit 4 of my pet peeves.
Yep.
That means things that annoy me.
Yeah. So I was complaining to my mom, and my mom told me, she said, well, why don't you just start a business? Why don't you, if you're not going to do it, who is? So the next day I went to my computer science lab, just a room full of computers, and I drew up a logo, and I came up with a business name, and showed it to my mom. And then afterwards, I guess it's just history. It was more like a project instead of like a business development, right? Like I had no idea that was something that, like, I had no idea then that I would be in this position that I am today.
Yeah.
Well,
so it's been a journey.
You found a cause to turn into a business that solves a lot of things on a lot of levels, philosophically as well as something physically needed and need to be done, which is extraordinary chance right there. I think this would be a good time right now to play that video right there we discussed earlier that just showcases your business a bit. So what I'd like to play for everybody is a video that Emily, do you want to tell a little bit about it right quick? Just a short intro, or shall I?
Yeah. I can do it. So basically,
Okay.
My business, it just kind of fills in a gap, right? To bring back the authenticity of the jingle dress cones. So the video that we're going to show just shows a little bit more information about my business and how it came to be.
Okay, let me get it going for you.
Why is it not made by Indigenous people? How come a non-Indigenous person is out here profiting off of Indigenous peoples?
She's not your average 18-year-old. Emilie Mckinney is a dancer, a business student, and a successful entrepreneur. 2 years ago, at the age of 16, she decided to use her passion for traditional Indigenous ways and turn it into a profitable business.
The jingle dress dance is a dance that represents healing. It's a sacred dance. It's in our ceremonies and stuff, and it's kind of insulting, kind of weird how, such a sacred healing object, such a sacred healing dance, and and to have the cones to be made in Taiwan and in India.
So McKinney, who is still in high school at the time, decided to start her own company and manufacture jingle cones.
During my computer science class, I went on to Illustrator and I created a logo and a name and a business name. The business name is Anishinaabe Bimishimo.
She says that translates to the people who dance. The design on her cones has a medicine wheel to
Receiving the National Aboriginal Youth Entrepreneur Award would be a great honor, and it will help go towards a new line of jingles that could actually help end a drinking water advisory in a reserved community.
Okay. What I'd like to do now that we finished that video, for our viewers that aren't familiar with jingle dress dancing, I'd like to show just for like, about 30 seconds, jingle dress dancing at a powwow. And this is actually, I found it from on YouTube. So let me play that video right quick so a lot of our viewers are able to imagine the jingle dress dance right there before we get to the photos of the jingle dress. So let me share that with the audience right quick. And here we go. Is the audio playing? Okay, let me stop the share screen right quick. So that gives our audience a taste of, and if you get a chance, audience, to get on YouTube, I especially encourage you to look at Social Distancing Pal. I am a huge fan of that. That's on Facebook, and look at jingle dress dancing, which honestly, I've been doing pals for about, well, you do the math, about 40 years, and showing them, being them, dancing, hanging, whatever. And jingle dress dancing is one of my favorite styles. Yeah, I could watch it all day.
I love the sound.
It's amazing.
The sound of hearing all the jingles. I love it.
Mm-hmm. So with that, Emily, I think we were able to get some of our audience a little bit more knowledgeable for this interview to be able to talk with you. So one, seeing your video, seeing the video of your business, as well as having a taste of jingle dress dancing.
So remember, everyone, put together your questions, and at the end of our show here, we're going to do a Q&A session so that we can ask her questions that you have. So it's kind of neat because it's interactive.
Yeah. Now that we've had the intro, Emily, would you like to go into the slides?
Yeah.
Talk about it, because your some of your I'm trying to remember the right word here that we get toward some of your more charitable causes. I strike deeply with me when we get toward the end of the slides. So let me get slides up for everyone so we can get into that. This is, everybody, this is going to be neat. And by the way, Burl Tushkenig, I got to come back with, Burl says, bacon and tres bien. Hi, Burl. Okay. Très bien, très bien. I know I messed it up. All right, so we got the first slide here.
It's très bien.
Well, you know what? I'm an American, and we say it's tres bien. We were in Texas, we say tres bien, and you go, you know what? It's Texas. It used to be a country, a whole other country. But I'm in Southern California, so it's kind of mute. It's a moot point. All right, first slide here.
Okay. So those are this is our line of jingles. So we have the embossed in copper, brass, and in silver. And then not only that, not only in jingles, we have them in lids too, in case some people would like to hand roll our jingles or hand roll lids into jingles. And then to make it easier too, I designed this hand rolling tool that has a better grip, and it's made with a specific metal so that it could hand roll up to 250,000 jingles just before the very tip of the hand rolling gets dull. Yeah. That's awesome. And the reason I know that is because my mom and I, we had to actually hand roll our jingles within the first 4 months of our business.
Oh my God.
Because our automatic rolling machine, it wasn't, it was delayed and it wasn't fully developed yet.
Oh my God, that's so crazy. That's a lot of rolling of jingles. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I know, like my family, we used to call it automatic rolling machine. We'd call it cousin, first cousin, brother, his friends.
Well, yes,
dinner
that's how it was here too.
Understood. Okay.
We all went to the thrift store and bought gloves and then started hand rolling so that we wouldn't end up with a bunch of blisters.
Yeah.
But the metal that's used on my jingles is the same metal as the first jingle cones created, to keep that authenticity. And yeah.
So do you want to talk about that sound that's for your jingles? Because it's specifically like a specific jingle that was no longer made at the time, and that's why you're specifically looking for that sound and that metal.
Yeah. They're very similar to the redwood jingles. I'm not too sure if any of you guys are familiar. Some maybe, but there was this brand called Redwood Jingles, and that's what a lot of people used back in the day. So that's the same metal that's used on the Anishinaabe Bimishimo jingles. And not only that, I would just like to highlight on the third picture, we have 2 workers. So something that I wanted to do is I wanted to also help bring down poverty rates. So what I do, I hire local people from my home community to come and work for my shop. Right now we have these amazing summer students that come into our shop during the week, and they help bag cones, and they help us ship, and even same with our marketing too. So we're super, super grateful for them. And we're actually really glad that we're doing this because it's completing one of our goals that we wanted to do. Right.
Yeah. Okay, let me go to the next slide. We ready for the next slide?
Yes.
Okay. So we have you at a couple trade shows here.
Yes. So the first picture is actually my first ever time me setting up at a powwow. The first time.
First time. How nervous were you?
I was kind of nervous, and I was shy too, because I didn't realize that you had to talk to so many people in a day.
Oh,
and
yeah.
People have questions. So I got really shy, and I kept looking at my mom, and she's like, it's okay, keep talking.
How's that compare with you in the second picture?
The second picture, that was probably one of the biggest events, because I literally had lines of people waiting to buy jingles and to talk to me and stuff. So within then, the first picture was me being very shy, and then the second picture is me being very outgoing and friendly, and then creating new connections and just talking nonstop. I'm pretty sure by the end of the weekend I had lost my voice.
I get it.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on to the next slide here. We have a couple pictures of you in a jingle dress.
Yeah.
And dancing.
So that dress is actually the first dress ever created with the Anishinaabe jingle cones. Typically, what we do, my mother and I, we go to different powwows. Well, obviously, right now because of COVID, that's not happening. But I usually go to about 25 to 30 powwows a year to set up, while my mother goes to about maybe 15, 20 powwows a year. So I try to cover around BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, a little bit of the States. And then my mother, she does a variety of Ontario and Manitoba powwows.
Okay.
But as you can see, like typically within a dress, there's about 200 to 400 jingles, sometimes less, sometimes more. And yeah.
All right. Let's go to the next slide here.
Yeah, and then these are just dresses that are using my jingles and stuff. There's a lot more, but as you can see,
Those are the 3 we're going to share tonight, because we could keep on going here. I'm kind of savant here. I love a good jingle dress and just talking about it and seeing the artwork and the elegance of it.
Yeah.
So anything else we want to share from here on this one, or just okay?
I just want to give a quick shout out to Maria Perry Regalia. She's the one that made those dresses and stuff. She was located in BC, but now she's located in Manitoba, and I believe she is taking orders too. But yeah, Mariah Perry has been an excellent she's an excellent seamstress, and I think she only uses our jingles. And you know what? And she's not the only one too, where some people have completely switched out our competitor's brand, and then they only use our jingles. And I think that's amazing, because it's just one more person helping us bring back the authenticity of the jingle dress cones.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
The sound, for those who don't know, the sound's really awesome.
Here we go into some of your more I am completely leaving the word. Just say more charitable causes right here, personal causes, I would imagine.
Yeah. So I wanted to bring something completely new to the game. So this is my latest project, the Red Cone Project. So as some of you may know, there's usually only the 3 colors: brass, copper, and nickel, and in 2 different sizes. A toddler, children-like size, and then an adult size. So because of, me being the owner of Anishinaabe Bimishimo, I wanted to bring something new to the table that's never been seen before, and that's red jingles. And not only that, because the color red is often represented with missing and murdered Indigenous women, I also wanted to give back, because us as Indigenous peoples, we're very generous people, and we always like to give back and stuff. So what I did is I partnered up with 4 seamstresses in Canada, 4 seamstresses in the United States, and then 4 international Indigenous fashion designers to create either a dress. I know some created a jacket with jingles or jewelry and such. And then they put it up for auction, and then a portion of their proceeds, because they still have to pay for their time and materials. But after that, the proceeds went to an organization that helps the Indigenous peoples. And then not only that, with the red jingles that we created, a portion of all sales went to four different organizations, which all linked to helping our women and just like promoting our women, and then helping our women, and also advocating for missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls.
That's really
all right. That's I think we have one more slide, or do we not?
I think that's the last slide.
Yeah, that's the last one. Let me stop it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go on about the earrings here in a minute, as soon as we finish this next part. But I think we were talking about some of the sounds that your jingle cones make. And I think we wanted to go like a comparison, or do we have some jingle cones right now?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's, what I'd like to do is, what I'd like to see, I want to kind of, Emily, I want to show your expertise, your professionalism, how much you know your product. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do a little challenge for you. Is I'd like you to blindfold yourself, and we're going to bring out 3 types of jingle cones. I'm rolling my eyes when I say that. We're going to bring out some 3 different types of jingle cones, and we'd like you to see if you can guess the sound of Anishinaabe Bimishimo's jingle cones.
Yes.
Okay, hold up. I'm going to have to look for a blindfold somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, look, I magically have one right
good.
here.
Awesome.
All right. Let's go ahead and blindfold yourself.
Okay.
We're going to show your talent, how much you know your product.
Okay, so
Is that a Kokum scarf?
Yes.
How did I
Okay,
know?
Emily.
Okay.
Emily, how many fingers am I holding up?
I can't see.
The answer is 2. Tell her 2.
2.
It's 3.
All right, she can't see. All right, Emily.
Okay, you want to go first, James?
I'll
Did
go.
someone
go
turn
first?
off the lights?
Oh, I should go first, James, because I have.
Okay, you should go first. Hey, quick! Now, grab Emily as well. Emily was running out the door. Or
Okay,
grab her Lay's chips and run out the door. All right,
okay,
Emily.
ready?
Emily, here is sound number 1. Your mic's covering it up.
Oh, what? My mic's covering up?
Turn up the gain.
I was gonna say, I don't think I hear much of a noise.
Because the noise suppression on the microphone and the software is not helping us. Turn up the gain. Let's try it again.
Gain. Okay, I'm going to turn it up. Okay, we'll try it again.
Okay, I know what's going on. We got a little bit of it. All right, Emily, you heard a little bit of sound number 1 because the noise suppression software. Let's go with sound number 2. Are we ready, Soya?
Okay, go. You're doing it.
Oh yeah.
So you're going to hit 3 sounds.
Here we go.
Yeah, James, turn your gain up.
Oh, I did.
That sounds like golf balls.
Okay, this
Let me
is
try
the
again, let me
third
try.
one.
Hold on. You get a few seconds of it. Is it happening?
Yeah.
Okay, that's sound number 2.
Okay. Now this is like kind of like it's not really like a very good one because I didn't have time. Okay, so what I did is I put a whole bunch of them in here. Listen.
That's coming through.
Okay,
All right.
which one's yours?
Emily, is
Which
it
one?
sound? Is it sound number 1, sound number 2, or sound number 3?
The first sound sounded like maybe pop cans. The second sound.
No.
sounded like-
We are more professional than that. What's the second one?
The second sound sounded like golf balls. So I'm gonna have to go with the third sound.
I told you, everybody. She's a professional. She knows. Go ahead, take the blindfold off. We'll show you. It was choice number 3, but you were very close with number 2. Let me show you number 2. It was Pepsi and root beer cans.
Oh my goodness. And you even had it all together.
Oh yeah, they're safety pinned to an apron. But you definitely know your product to a T, and you know your culture right there. That speaks volumes. Matter of fact, because
we have a very like crisp. You couldn't hear it because I was putting in this like plastic tub because I didn't have the right kind of way to hang them. But they really have a very crisp sound to them, and they almost sound like they really sound like a jingle where they have like just a crisp sound. They sound just like Redwood. They just sound just like the Indian Time, which were the 2 jingle brands that were made before out of snuff lids. And these are just like that sound, which is just amazing.
you don't like the Pepsi jingle cones because we don't accept corporate sponsorship here. Okay.
No, we don't do any of that. Not at all.
None of that.
We really don't.
We really don't like corporate sponsorship.
We
we try
really
to keep it all even. Mm-hmm.
I'm so jealous. I wish
I'm out of Heinz ketchup.
Honey barbecue.
Yeah.
But honestly, I liked it more when it's ketchup chips, but dipped.
Everybody from the United States, look at her bag. It says Lay's ketchup.
Yeah, it actually says ketchup on it, which is like, what? So in case you can't really check ketchup while you're driving.
All right, I'm doing honey mustard. The Americans put honey in mustard.
I guess you just have to work with what you have.
I'll work with it all day. There's a lot of talent. All right.
Yeah. Yes.
Any more questions? Well, actually, like, you got more, Savea? We're about that time.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to the next part.
Okay. I think right now what we actually need to do is we need to take care of one thing that we might forget about. You got a shout out there, Emily?
Yes.
Oh, yes. So do you guys see these beautiful earrings? Look, I'll take it off for you.
Please do. I'd love to see them closer.
These are quilled birch bark earrings with Swarovski crystals and I believe sterling silver beads. These are made by Devin Kiknaswe. So please follow his page. He is an absolutely amazing artist. He is fantastic. And he does a lot of birch bark quill work and other things as well too. I was on the phone with him earlier this week, and he was teaching me a few tips and tricks about digital art. So yeah, check out this amazing designer and artist.
Yay.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Now, when you talk about his talent, he's got a lot of talent. Let me change my view here because we did spotlight. I got to go back to a presenter view so people don't get all weird. All right, now
he has a lot of really great videos.
He was our guest on show number 3, and Savea apparently has stopped in time right quick because her internet's frozen. But you know, he's got talent. You've got talent, but sometimes I honestly I'm getting a little.
He's been developing his. Is James frozen? I'm frozen. Someone's frozen.
Because you're frozen to our point of view. And now you're unfrozen.
Yes.
Right. Anyway, when we talk about the everybody being talent, I'm feeling left out here. We've got talent there. There's, you know, everybody says, oh, he's a great quill worker. Oh, they're good at this. They're good at dance. They're on a drum. You know what? There's other important talents out there. I think that people should be recognized for.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm pretending to be mad because it's part of our show. I want to say that because sometimes I can do things too good.
Yeah.
So
you'd like to spotlight talents that I think that some of the people.
You know what?
Yeah.
I believe everyone has a talent, a special talent.
Well, I gotta wonder.
Everyone is good at something.
Everybody's good at something, but I gotta wonder who's better out of us 3. Who's got the more unique talent?
Yeah.
We sound like a challenge accepted.
Yes, challenge accepted.
All right, challenge accepted.
Viewers, pay attention. You have to vote on our feed of our live video on who has the best talent. Okay.
And you know what?
Ready.
I'm very competitive, so bring it on.
Oh, girl, I'm bringing out the A game. Everybody, I just want you to know, because of this challenge right now, I just threw this together, obviously, and I want to say, welcome to the Late Night Craft Talks talent show. Brave the stage. And none of us are going to be playing a harmonica with the nose or doing Napoleon Dynamite's dance or those guys doing a drunk, weird Texan line dance. All right. So who's
we're going to spotlight? You want to go first, James, or you want me to go first? We need to have Emily go last.
I think Emily should decide if I should go first or you.
I say James.
James go first.
Really?
Yeah.
James goes first.
Well, I warned you. You want to bring out. You want to lose right off and know it. It's just going to dishearten your performance. So okay.
Okay, James, we're spotlighting your video.
No, you don't need to do that.
Oh, we're spotlighting you.
Go for it. All right, everybody. Let me present my talent. I recorded earlier in the year, just in case I keep these in my thing. And honestly, for the talent show, I was going to try to set up a remote and do some knife throwing and split playing cards, but it's dark and it's just not going to work with the Wi-Fi signal back there. So I went with Plan B. I bring out the ultimate A game. This is something I call, and whenever I do these huge things, momentous things that stand out in world history, I call it a pinnacle of Western civilization.
Mankind, I now bring to you another pinnacle of Western civilization. I shall paddle back and forth in front of this Hoover Dam while towing an inflatable pool shark named Mr. Sharky Face, wearing this pink hat that represents that worn by a train conductor with these glamorous sunglasses, singing It's the End of the World by R.E.M. I shall begin. It was an earth shake, rattle, rain, something else, and I'm just fine. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I'm really fine. And when the earth, something, da, 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 it's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world. And I'm going to paddle over to you singing this. And I can't remember the words of the song, but it doesn't matter because I'm paddling a bull shark and I'm throwing a bull shark in front of Hoover Dam.
Oh, that shark's really
Thank you,
pulling me
children.
gently.
This has been another pinnacle of Western civilization. The king is dead. Long live the king.
So you accept defeat now?
No.
No.
And everybody that was not photo manipulated, I was in a kayak paddling back and forth in front of Hoover Dam, towing an inflatable pool shark. I know the song it's the about REM, but the whole moment caught up to me going, oh my God, I'm doing this. And you got to remember, you got to figure there's got to be some people in like a security room watching the cameras going, what in the hell? But normal day for me. All right, let's unspot. And Savea, what do you have that'll make us yawn?
Okay, I'm gonna spotlight myself. Okay, so what I have been working on for years, and recently I decided I'm gonna pick it up again, is I have been working on learning ukulele. So I have my ukulele here, and I can sing you just like one. I can sing and play for you just like one kind of couple bars of music. Okay, so it's here we go. Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, his face was white as snow. I don't know if you heard my ukulele. Hopefully you
came
did.
through just fine. Better than
Oh,
your
good. I've been learning ukulele for a while, and I took it off and I laid off on it, and then now I'm picking it up again because I'm like, I want to really learn it. So that's my talent that I've been working on besides all the other stuff I do.
Okay, well, brought the A game. Savea brought her A game. Yeah, we're getting a little competitive here, Savea. All right, Emily.
Okay.
We might want to
Last
bring
but
that for
not
last. Amaze us.
Okay, wait, let me
Last
spot.
but not least, this is going to be a spotlight show. So some may know, some may not, but I am a hoop dancer. And today I'm going to be showing you how to hoop dance with your hair. So
What?
I have a hoop right here. And this is my talent.
What the heck? Oh my God! That is so awesome! That is so cool. Hula hoop with hair. Oh my goodness.
Bet you can't beat that.
Oh my goodness.
I was paddling a kayak in front of Hoover Dam with a pool shark singing.
And a hula
But
hoop.
we'll call it a tie because that was damned impressive.
I cannot. That is just so awesome. That's
All right, audience. Well, we go on through this. And I think when we go to overtime, if you're cool with it, Emily, we'll go ahead and it might be a good time to play that video of you dancing. We could do it with this part. But audience, let us know who came in first place.
Yeah.
And let Savea know she came in third. Please let us confirm that Emily and I are tied and Savea comes in third place.
That's so mean, James. I was like singing in front of all of the people, and I had to play the ukulele and look like I knew what I was doing.
Savannah,
Wow.
you sounded like
During
Beyonce.
rehearsal.
I sounded like Beyonce. Oh, thank you. Oh. That made my day.
I told you, Emily, that when we were doing rehearsal and we kind of make fun of each other, it's no different than when we're on the show.
No.
Yeah, like those two are just making fun of each other and harassing each other all the time.
Oh, we are for audience when we do rehearsal, everybody guests can tell we're not like at each other the whole rehearsal. I mean, we're just making fun of each other left and right.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All right. So we have some people here coming in. Say hair hula hoop all the way. Burl. Okay, Burl, I can tell you sticking up for your country fellow countrymen. Vivian says Emily. Maya says Emily. Karen Lee says Mr. Sharky Face. And Wendy Hodge says, I think Emily wins unless James can hoop dance with his hair.
Oh.
Don't have a hoop here.
Well, while the votes come in, we should, James, while the votes are coming in, we should do
Is it as elegant?
No, it's not, James. You're not getting enough hoop action.
I'll tell you, if I had a halo, it would be held up by horns. Okay.
Well, while the viewers are commenting on the votes, of course, how about we talk about our contest for this week?
All right. So this week, everyone, we're actually going to have the same thing we've been doing the last couple of weeks. It's proving very well as far as getting exposure to our guests every week. So we're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing it again. And let me come out and share it. So the contest this week is going to be coming up. All right. Anyone that likes and then shares the Late Night Craft Talk page on Facebook and likes and shares the Facebook pages for, and a lot of, for Dancing Bear Indian Trader, Elk Rack Traders, and Anishinaabe Bimishimo. A lot of you, our viewers, have already liked Elk Rack or Dancing Bear. Share Elk Rack and Dancing Bear in that case, and like and share Anishinaabe Bimishimo. And you will be entered for a drawing prize on next week's show, just as you saw at the very beginning of this week's show. The deadline to enter the show by liking and sharing these Facebook pages is 11:59 p.m. this Sunday night. We could say Tuesday, Wednesday, but we need enough time to get on and see everybody log. But once you share and like and or share and or like those pages, write done in the comments of the show, so we know who you are and we can use that to enter your name in the contest. Correct?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Right. And I have we have a prize. The prize this week is going to be jingles. Can you believe it? So we have the bags of Dancing Bear, and of course Emily has them with her as well. Mm-hmm. So whoever the winner is, according to if they're in Canada or if they're in the US, naturally shipping is the problem. Emily, what are we gonna do? What do you want to do?
So if the winner's Canadian, then I will be providing the prize. And if the winner's from the States, then Savea will be providing the prize. And that's so that we could have faster shipping. And yeah.
So it's going to be a set of jingles.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can hear them and love them and be like, yeah. Well, not a set, but a bag. It's like 100 pieces. You definitely do something with this.
For sure.
Yeah, cool.
Should my prize be my own branded jingles?
If you
I guess that
Pepsi
is probably,
jingles.
I think you're advising me not to do it. I won't. Because I want that Pepsi sponsorship.
Yeah. Pepsi sponsored jingle dress.
Imagine if somebody actually did that.
The next quarantine special.
Yeah.
Which means to go to POW and everybody stays away from that person.
Always fun.
Okay.
Always fun.
All right. From Elk Rack Traders will be a set of, I'm going to go with another obsidian knife. I haven't done that in a couple months. Okay. I'm making some over the weekend, so I'm going to do a small obsidian knife with the knife sheath. So I got to nap some chip, which is napping, beats Savea to the joke. I got to nap some points tomorrow anyways. No, not sleeping. Look, I told you Savea sleeps on the show. Did I not say that earlier? Savea sleeps on the show. She just did it. She's got like narcolepsy when she's hosting a show. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, let's go ahead and introduce next week's guest, and we'll go into overtime where we'll be able to answer audience's questions. Just go ahead, just
put it in the comment.
Email the questions, leave it in comments, or email it into latenightcrafttalk@gmail.com. And let's introduce next week's guest. Let me get that slide up right here and share it. Okay. So next week's guest is going to be our show, August 7th, first show of August. Matter of fact, a lot of you on the East Coast are watching our show, and it's our August 1st, and it's still July. We stretch that long. We take up a lot of time zones on this show, especially right now.
Yeah, and August is a special month for me because it's my birthday month. I celebrate the entire month.
Yeah, you're turning 20?
21.
21. All right. Special guest Betty
21
Cox.
for a while now.
Got it. Betty, it's like I'm 29.999.
Yeah. And actually, anyway, I think the winner is Emilie. I think that everyone thinks that you have the most talent of us three right now.
Well, there's still more comments to go because I've got some people that I texted and need to sound off.
You know what? I'm looking at my text messages and I see all of them are saying Emilie won.
So we'll call it a tie.
I don't know.
We'll call it a tie.
They're voting for her, then they're voting for me, and they're voting you last.
Because Burl's watching and corralling people to vote for Emilie.
Yeah. Burl's voting for Emilie, and then voting for.
Let's finish this off. August 7th, special guest Betty Cox from Cox Beading Designs.
Yay, Betty! She's really cool. You guys are gonna love her. She's very interesting, and her work is very cool.
Got it. All right. We are officially in overtime where we are answering. You can send in your questions for Emilie. Emilie, do you want to go ahead and we start this part where you are? We show you hoop dancing.
Sure.
Okay. Everyone. So while you send in your questions, right quick, let me load up the video real fast because I've got it. I keep some slides that are just in case we need to get to it. I could jump over to them, which I have now. So I got to get over there. So let me get the slide up and let's take a look at it. You did it again. That's awesome.
One more.
That was very cool.
Oh, the video's over.
He's like.
I didn't mean to push Lay's products. Okay.
He's like.
No, he's like, you know, when you have like little bits, but you take like a big old bite, like I'm trying to do my fingers. Like you take.
He has like a whole bunch. She's like, oh, I didn't know the video ended.
Yeah, well, after I press stop and the screen stop sharing. All right. Let's go ahead and see if we have any questions coming in. Maya says that she's never seen that type of dance before. Do you want to explain a little bit about the hoop dancing for us?
Basically, hoop dancing, it's a unity dance, right? The first hoop usually means like yourself, and then as you gradually pick up hoops, it usually tells like a story. So oftentimes I'll have like a butterfly or like an eagle or like a flower, and it just there's different shapes of plants and animals and different things, and at the end all of the hoops are all together, which means that all of us we're all connected and we're all like kind of unified in a way. Yeah.
Very,
There we
that's
go.
interesting.
Okay. Let's see if we got any questions. So I'm gonna scroll up here. Have you seen any?
I'm scrolling. I've been scrolling right now. I should have been scrolling.
Gotcha. We definitely. I'm looking at the comments. It is definitely a tie for the talent contest.
What's your favorite French word? That's just something that's totally off the cuff. And why?
Wendy Hodge would like. Okay.
So many.
Wendy Hodge is
My
asking.
favorite French word is
Uh-huh.
I like the word saucisson. I think that's just such a funny word, saucisson.
I like the word pissenlit, which means flower. Pissenlit.
Okay. So
We have a question from Wendy Hodge. She says, "How are jingles made with the tools shown at the beginning of the show?"
Basically, what you do, you have a tool, and then there's like a slit, right? So you place the lid into the slit, and then you just gradually turn it. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
James, say the French word brocoli.
No. This is an interview for you, not a language test for James. I'm gonna keep it professional like that. Okay. Burl says fromage.
Yeah, he was talking about bacon and fromage and.
Oh yeah. We do have another question right here. When you said, we got an email in question, when you say the old material, the original material, when you said before your jingle cones was another company that made them, before the ones that the imports coming in from overseas, what is that original material? What is that constituting?
Like snuff lids, like like chewing. So snuff lids, soup cans, right? Like the top like of the soup cans and stuff. It'd be those things. That's what was usually used back in the day. People still use them now. People will collect them, but obviously it takes a while. And I mean, do you feel like eating 300 cans of soup?
I drank a lot of bloody Pepsi this week to do the jingle dress bit and the sound. For anybody that's wondering, when I was saying earlier, and Savannah's going, no, which I was totally setting her up for. We love to pick on each other. When I was bought the Pepsi, I'm like staying in the parking lot having people going, "Can you drink this?" and hand me back the can. I want to drink that much Pepsi this week.
I actually have a lid and a tool right here.
So you show us?
Yeah. So there's a slit. Let's see if my camera. There's a slit right here. So what you do is you put it here. And if you want like a perfect alignment, put it by the line of the teepee. Right? See how it's kind of like the same angle. And then what you do, wrong way. Whoops. Trying to like this, and then you just turn it.
That's very cool.
And if you want a tighter end, then you would push it more up. And if you want like a bigger tip, then you would put it more down. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Like so.
That is very cool. You must have, you're like, what jingle dress do I want to make today? So how many, when you order your metal, like when you order a batch of metal for your making your jingles, like how many would you say you make like in one go? Like if say, would you make like 3,000? I mean, you obviously make more than like 3,000 because if you're going to be making a lot, I mean, generally like how many would you make in one batch? I'm just curious.
We can make up to 80 jingles a minute. So within a day, if we were to wake up really early, and then just work throughout the entire day until late at night, which we've done multiple times. It's actually common that we do that. Usually about maybe 90,000 jingles.
Wow. That is kind of like, it's really significant to hear that, because it's like most people, they'll buy a bag of jingles. Like they'll buy a bag and they're like, oh, I need 4 bags. That's 400 jingles, but you're making 90,000 jingles in one day, like in a long production day. That is so amazing.
Well, you don't have to worry anything from me. I'm not drinking that much Pepsi.
Yeah. Well, we are the leading jingle cone brand in North America, right? And we do have thousands of jingle dress dancers. And not only that, a lot of people are starting to use jingles for jingle earrings. That's becoming a big trend. And then people are adding it onto their everyday Indigenous wear too, right? And I encourage it too, because we need to normalize wearing Indigenous clothing and normalize wearing our beaded earrings and our jewelry and stuff, right? And then we have our Indigenous fashion designers too. I know there's one Indigenous fashion designer that is kind of partnering up with us, and she is creating her next line she's going to be using our jingles. So it's something to watch, something to watch.
It's very cool. Actually, we're designing, I'm designing a class around using your jingles as jewelry. So it is really cool, because they can be used for more than just the jingle dress. And the logo is so cool because it has a teepee on it. I don't know if you guys seen the up close, but there is a teepee on it, which is very cool. Let's see, let me spotlight that. And that is actually the red jingle right now.
Yeah.
One of the ones. It's so cool. Yeah. So they come, do you want to show all the colors they come in? Do you have them right there?
I only have the red and the brass, but I do have, we also have a plain line too, in case, sometimes people don't want the embossment, which is totally fine, right? So I do have this one too, but yeah.
What do you have? You have the silk, you have the gold and the red one?
Yeah.
Okay. I bought some from our store so you can see what we have.
I have a silver one right here. So I really do love the silver one, because as you can see, you can literally see my reflection. It's like a mirror-like finish. And right now we're in the process of trying to find like a mirror-like finish for the gold, the brass. Isn't that neat?
That is really cool.
And then here is our copper. Our copper is it reminds me of a rose gold, right?
Yeah, it has a bit of a rosy color to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here
and
too.
I love that. I think like a green dress would go perfect with this.
Green or even turquoise.
Yes.
I love turquoise.
So pretty.
I love turquoise with copper. I love turquoise with brass color. It's such a good combo. And of course, copper always looks good with purple, my favorite color in the world. It really does. I just think they just go together like peanut butter and jelly and ketchup and Lay's chips, don't they?
Or honey mustard.
Mm-hmm. And then these are like our plain. So we have the embossment right here, and then we have the plain. Mm-hmm. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. Let me bring up a picture from earlier this slide just to give a still image so everybody can see everything lying side by side with the cones in the different colors.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that just to show it.
The copper is a lot lighter than that. That copper looks really dark.
Yeah, that was an old material that we used. So I guess we should just update our pictures. But
yeah. So I just wanted to show that. Let me let's get the spotlight down here. Okay. We do have a question from Karen Huron DeCrane. Do you prefer contemporary or old style jingle dress dancing, and why?
You know what? I respect both style of dances. I believe that there are amazing old style jingle dress dancers and amazing contemporary jingle dress dancers, right? But personally, if I were to pick, I would pick old style just because I dance. I prefer dancing old style. I guess that's the only personal reason I prefer dancing old style jingle as opposed to contemporary. But I do love both style of dances, and there are amazing jingle dress dancers on both sides. But I personally love old style.
Oh, that's cool. So when's the last? Huh? When's the last time that you went to a powwow? What was the last powwow that you went to this year?
I actually went to one in the beginning of the year, and in Brandon, Manitoba, they have their Winterfest, and they have it's like the biggest event, I guess series of event, the biggest Winterfest all in under one roof. So there's hockey, pool, basketball, there's a bunch of events, and there's a powwow there too. So that was the last time that I set up at a powwow and that I danced at and that I went to also. But yeah, what about you? When was the last time you went to a powwow?
The last powwow we went to was the Avi powwow in it's in like Laughlin. It's like right at the Laughlin, California, Nevada, right at the bottom of the corner. That was the last powwow we went to, and the one we were going to go to next was actually Long Beach, and then everything got canceled. So that was the last one we went to for this year. But yeah, we got a whole bunch of we have all of their jingles at our store because we love them, and we have been, we feel that it's really important to buy these jingles because they're made from you guys. So that is, and the sound is really good compared to the others, the other competitors. I really agree. The sound's much different. It's much more of a crisp sound versus kind of more like aluminum cans or like kind of a clanky sound. These jingles have a really nice sound.
I think these jingles, they remind me of like the rain, like a swoosh when there's a bunch of them together.
Yeah.
On a thin tin roof, and actually that's accurate when I say that.
Gosh, these could be like
a thin shingle tin roof.
You could make these into a deck of cards.
Or bingo chips.
Like, Savea, do you have a silver embossed lid?
This is an older one because it's not shiny like that.
All right.
Those ones you have are super duper shiny. These are not as shiny. So I know these are they're not shiny.
Oh, that's the old yeah, that's the old stock. This is the new stock. But with this one, I could almost do my eyebrows with them.
Really? That is so cool. I know my eyebrows, don't they look better?
This is where James gets quiet for a while.
I can see them.
Like invisible.
You're going to do an eagle between your eyebrows?
Draw an eagle right here.
There you go.
I'm not really good at drawing in the mirror. I could draw on James' face.
Go for it. Here we go.
It may not stick very well if I was drawing it through the computer.
Well, let me try this one. Let me try this trick.
You can try?
Yeah. Let me try this. We've done this earlier. Okay, ready, Savea?
Yes, do it.
All right, need some tape.
Oh, and Burl, you know what? You should make a basket because Burl said he could make a basket with one of these lids. That would be so cool, Burl. You should do it.
Do it.
He was saying make a basket with the jingle as the lid.
A basket?
That would be so awesome. Yeah, Burl makes baskets with birch bark and quill work and sweetgrass.
Really? That's so cool.
This would be really awesome. So I'm gonna hook you guys. I'm gonna introduce you guys.
How's that, Savea?
Collaborate.
I couldn't find any tape immediately, so I had to push the mustache upon you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, see if we got any other questions. We have Vivian says, I love old style. Maya says, I love purple.
And Burl saying
They would agree with you.
poutine.
Burl.
You like poutine? That's actually pretty good. I tried
I'll
that.
tell you what we all like. We like Lay's.
Yes.
I'm doing my part. Where's your Lay's?
Well, I have my beautiful basket, beautiful bowl that was painted by an artist in.
Mm-hmm. Surveyor, you're not going to get the sponsorship.
Wait, hold on. Let me go get it. Hold on.
Oh, we're ready. We're professional, but Surveyor. There we go. Out of the purple haze comes Lay's. I made a poem.
No, it keeps disappearing on the background. It's like.
That's why I say out of the purple haze comes Lay's.
Oh, look
All
at
right.
Come on.
Burl says, I used to live in the northern end in Winnipeg.
Oh, really?
Let me check the email here. Yeah. Burl's been around. Check the email right here.
Yeah, so, but yeah, a lot of our followers, Maya, she said that she's always learned a lot from this show. And the last few shows that she's been watching since, I think she's been watching since Mac. Mac was on our show, the flute player. And every week she says, I've learned something really interesting. And so, yeah, I mean, this is why we do the show. And the thing is that we kind of haven't said this at the beginning of our show in a while, but the reason we do this show is because we want to inspire other artists. We want to inspire craftsmen, designers. We want to inspire people to build up their business if they sell like their crafts or their products or their, their artists. And I think that you're really a good inspiration for a lot of our guests. A lot of our viewers, because you did it. You like came up with an idea and you just went with it. And that's the thing that's like really awesome to hear. You know, a lot of people don't hear these stories about people that they find something that's really important to them and they go for it. And that's why I wanted you on our show, because I thought that that it's something that people need to hear and they want to know about. So that's like really cool.
And to make the connection between cultural need, a commercial need, as well as your philanthropic causes. Philanthropic is what I'm trying to think of, and I know I'm mispronouncing that because it's a big word and I'm just an Okie. Bring more and more your charitable causes like that, to bring that all in with Native causes right there is rolls in. It's mighty thing. We have a few comments and questions right here. Cassie says, are those ketchup Lays? The answer is yes.
And if you don't have ketchup Lays, dip your regular Lays in ketchup. It's actually really good. Like if you like to eat your fries with ketchup, it's the same thing. It tastes really good.
Yeah. Maya says, who was the one who made the earrings, Emilie? Let's go ahead and revisit that right quick.
One more time. So Devin Kiknoswe. Am I pronouncing his last name right?
Kiknoswe.
Yeah. Kiknoswe. Devin Kiknoswe made these. So make sure to follow him on Instagram and on Facebook. And not only that, he does have a YouTube channel and he has a lot of content on there, and he's an incredible person. He's an amazing artist and everything. But yes, he's the one that made these.
Yep. Okay. No other questions right now that we have that's come in right now. Nothing on the email. If anybody has any questions right now, as we go back and forth, and apparently Savea has disappeared in a purple haze again. So, wow, Savea, purple haze. I think she finally it ate her like from the movie The Mist.
Back.
Oh, she's back. All right.
Okay, so Emilie was showing, these are the earrings that I won from Devin.
Oh, you won those?
Yes, I love them. I haven't worn them lately because usually when I wear them, I'll wear them at Disneyland. I go to Disneyland a lot, and so I'll wear them. People are like, where are those from? I'm like, yeah, I know this really great guy that makes these beautiful things. And they're like, oh, those are the coolest things ever. So yes, my beautiful Baby Yoda earrings. And it just disappears. Baby Yoda.
Purple haze is taking over.
Yeah, I have people stop me all the time when I wear them.
Okay, Maya says, Oh my, I don't know how to spell his name. Kiknosway. Who wants to do it?
Okay, I'll actually, what I'll do is I will tag him.
Mm-hmm. Tag him so that it's just a click away.
Yep. So we'll put, Savea's going to put that in the comments, how to, she's going to tag Devin, so everybody will be able to see his work.
I replied.
It's like, tonight's like Devin round 2.
Deb, I know. Yesterday, okay, so you guys, we have craft night in our every week, 2 times a week we have craft night. And last night was the funniest thing because we're doing craft night and Devin's on and James is on, and James is like, hey, Burl's doing a live right now. And so then they're like, hey, let's comment on his thing. So they're like, join Dancing Bears Craft Night. It's going on right now. It was really funny. We were laughing, and then Burl's like, guys.
We tag team on Burl. Hi, Burl, who's watching. Who spelled Kiknosway.
It was so much fun. So, but yeah, we like to kind of get everyone inspired and do all this stuff. And going back on that tangent, but this is what we do. This is why we do it. For the love of art and inspiring people and making people laugh. We're silly. And people like to laugh at James.
No, I laugh at James and people laugh at me laughing at myself. And I laugh at them for laughing at me because it's part of my evil plan.
Yeah. And sometimes.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a smart. It's supposed to be entertaining, plucky James.
Yeah, I think that James pretty much behaved while I was gone somewhat, didn't he?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, because I'm trying to.
Don't turn green.
You know, you're being a good person. It's 4 a.m. Oh my gosh, Burl. Is it light outside? Burl's like it's 4 a.m.
Hi, Burl. All nighter this week, Burl?
Yeah, he loves hanging out with our show because he's like, yeah. It was so much fun. It's been so much fun doing this show because like every time we have awesome guests and we always have fun, putting together the show. I found out on Monday that was like, yeah, I hula hoop with my hair. We're like, what? That's so cool. And everyone now officially knows that I know how to play ukulele somewhat. Everyone knows now officially that James knows how to kayak.
Anybody's in the paddling community in the Southwest knows me.
I'm just joking.
That's
what makes it funny.
That one. All right. I think we've got everybody's questions here. I think we need to probably sign off just to get so Burl can get some sleep.
No, Burl's like, I'm not going to go to sleep until
because our unofficial guests tonight have been apparently Devin and Burl. Bring it all together. Okay. Any closers from y'all?
I think that we're good.
I think we're good. I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you to Svea and James for inviting me. It's been fun. This is my first time even eating chips with ketchup, but it's fun.
But you know what? This is would you say this is a very unique interview that you've had compared to
This is like the most unique interview I've ever had.
Awesome, because that's
we like to be memorable.
We like for people to be interested. Usually our guests have a good time, so this is really fun.
And they usually have a therapy bill afterward too, a little bit. I'm responsible for that. All right, everybody. Emily, stick around after the closing credits. We'll be stopping then. Mm-hmm. But everyone watching, thank you for watching again. Late Night Craft Talk. Been a damn fun time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week. And get ready to dance. Dance, dance. Stay down. Obey the pickle.